Okay, syncing in 3, 2, 1. Hello again. So, I would say I've been really busy over the summer, but I haven't, really. I've only been working weekends just to have some amount of money to buy stuff. So, really within the last 2 weeks, I've actually had my holiday. Didn't go anywhere like super fancy. I didn't actually like fly anywhere. It was just stuff that me and my family could easily drive to. But we had 2 weeks just to do whatever we felt like, and we had I'll total up to 3 major events that happened over the 2 weeks. So one day we went down to Bristol, primarily to go to the Bristol Aquarium. None of us have never actually been to the Bristol Aquarium. We've always passed it. We've always said, oh, one day we should go to the Bristol Aquarium, but we never have. But now we did, because we had this free time and we wanted to do something with a couple of our days and not just spend the entire 2 weeks sat in our house. Then also afterwards we were quite hungry, but we decided to we were looking around at different like pubs and restaurants that were in the area that we could easily walk to, and I saw the sign for Zaza's Bazaar, and I've heard about it. It was recommended by quite a lot of my friends, and I thought, we're in Bristol, why not? Let's go in. So I suggested my parents, and they're like, okay, sure, if you have people that are recommending it that really like it, then sure, let's go in. So we did, and oh my god, that place is amazing. No lie, for those of you who don't know what it is, it's essentially just a giant all-you-can-eat buffet with different cuisines from around the world. So there was like Indian food, Tex-Mex food, Italian, American style food, and British food, and then there's Japanese style food, so like sushi and stuff. And then there's also an ice cream bar, which is amazing. Always like an unlimited ice cream, essentially. So I said, I'm saying essentially too much now. So I tried I tried a little bit from each and every place. Had a bit of sushi, first time trying sushi. It was alright. I picked up what I thought was sushi. What I thought was some smoked salmon. It was not. It was like sliced up onion or something. And I drenched that thing with the soy sauce before I knew the soy sauce was hot. I was dying, honestly. I felt like I was dying. My mouth was burning up. So that was fun. But then afterwards I had some ice cream, and that was all. Everything was solved by then. And then after that, after we overfilled ourselves, we slowly waddled to a historical site, the SS Britannica, I think it was called. And it was just like a museum-style area that documented the life of this ship that was built by some guy called Brunel in Bristol. And my god, that ship was massive. I mean, obviously compared to other ships nowadays, like big ocean liners and stuff like that, it's nothing. It's tiny, it's minuscule. But it was still really amazing, because you could actually go on the ship, you could go into the different decks and explore around, and you could go all the way into the engine room. And then there was also a bit underneath where it was essentially the lower, because it was placed in its original dry dock, and there was a bit where you could actually go underneath and see the underside of the hull of the ship. And that was pretty interesting as well. Really hot in there, actually, because they have to keep it quite dry in there, because otherwise humidity will start eating away at it. The humidity and like water vapor, and it'll start to rust away, and it's already pretty badly damaged, so they're trying to preserve it as best they can. So it's really cool. But then after that we went home, and so that was our day in Bristol. And then another day out we had where we went canoeing down the River Wye, which was awesome, actually. I didn't expect it to be as cool as it was, but it's actually really relaxing and peaceful. And it was 2 people per canoe, and I was with my mum, my brother was with my dad. And we just went down, and it was like a 2 to 3 hour thing, like the whole experience. And I'm not talking about like setting up and everything and getting down to the river with our canoes. It was literally getting in the water and starting to paddle away, and then reaching the end point where we got off the canoes. But it's just really peaceful. And again, I had my fake GoPro, and I was just recording the whole thing. Also, I fell in, actually, capsized our canoe and my mum, we both went in. So that was fun, because it's not a canoeing trip if someone doesn't fall in. So at the time it sucked, but looking back on it, it was pretty funny. And I had my camera recording at the time, but the file is corrupted, so I can't show that. And I've tried many different things to try and make it work, but it's just broken completely. So we got to the end point, we walked back to our car, and then we went home for the day. And that was really fun as well. And then the final third big event that happened over the 2 weeks is we went down to Wales to so we could visit my aunt, uncle, and cousins, and that was really fun because we just hung around. We always love going down there. They actually enjoy having us down there as well, which is really good because otherwise it'd be quite awkward if we kept coming down and they just absolutely hated us. So we went for a walk at one point. I managed to attach my GoPro to one of my cousin's dogs for the second half of the walk, and a lot of it is just fur. That is all the footage is just a lot of fur and super shaky cam that put James Cameron to shame. There was some kind of funny, interesting bits that I've managed to find when looking through that footage. Yeah, so the walk was actually pretty decent. It wasn't too long, but it was long enough where I felt like it was worthwhile actually going out, and we spent quite a while out there just talking, just having fun, laughing and messing around. Yeah, so that was like our big holiday adventure for this year. And well, really also this is like the first time I've made one of these style vlogs, because I've made vlogs before, but they were actually for production and stuff, like whilst I'm going through the process of making something for when it was for my college course. So maybe you'll see more of these where I'm just talking to a camera and it's just random stuff that I've done throughout the year. Well, not even, just done throughout a month or two, or a passing amount of time. But that's also another thing. I'm in my last 2 weeks of my summer holidays, and I will be going off to uni soon, so I will be recording that. Not the entire 2 weeks, but more just like maybe the final day or two where I'm just packing up my stuff and actually setting off down there, or up there even. Yeah, it's up there. So just getting settled in and unpacking everything. So I'll be getting that done. So look forward to that video in a couple of weeks' time, depending on how quickly I can bother to edit. So that's it for this video, and I'm really trying to figure out some way to end this video, end my videos, without sounding too similar to anybody else at all, which is extremely difficult. So instead, I'm just gonna fade it off and into the outro screen. Bye.